Students, hope you are all well and staying at home and maintaining the social distance to avoid the situation which we are facing right now. Now, I have made this video for the students of class 10, subject information technology. As I discussed earlier also, that book is having few units, and today I will start with unit 2, that is web applications, and the class that right now I will start is session 1, working with accessibilities. I will conduct the class with few questions and answers. So let's start with the first question. First question is, what is computer accessibility or assistive technology? I am repeating the question. What is computer accessibility or assistive technology? Actually, it refers to the user friendliness of a computer system for all, regardless of their disability. Disability, you know, some factors are there which sometimes if the person is having some disability, they face lots of problems while using the system. So here, computer accessibility or assistive technology, it basically refers to the user friendliness of a computer system for all, regardless of their disability. This is mainly a software issue. However, when a combination of hardware and software both are used, it enables a person with a disability or impairment to use the computer efficiently. It is known as assistive technology. It is also known as assistive technology. So what we come to know? We come to know that few persons may have some disability factors which makes them not to be friendly with the computer system. Now for them, Windows operating system gives some features, gives some options so that those type of persons can also use computer efficiently and easily. My second question is, what are the different type of impairments? Mainly there are 4 types of impairments. These are cognitive impairment and learning disabilities. Number 2, visual impairment. Number 3, hearing impairments. Number 4, motor or dexterity impairments. Now coming to the coming for the discussion of each and every impairments one by one. Let's start with the cognitive impairment first. So this type of impairments are basically some impairments basically like it is basically attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or in short it can be called as ADHD or autism. Next, what is visual impairments? Some peoples may have low vision, complete or partial blindness, and color blindness. Those all comes under the visual impairments. Then comes hearing impairments, including slight deafness or total deafness. Then the next motor or dexterity impairments. Mainly it is some peoples may have problem with left hand due to paralysis or cerebral palsy, or few reasons are there, many reasons are there for them. They may have some problems with their hands. So these all comes under the motor disabilities factors. My next question is, what are the different options in Windows operating system which makes handling of computer easy for physically challenged people. Like now we know what is physical disabilities. Then comes what are the different types of disabilities or impairments. Then we will come to know in Windows operating system what are the different options are there which help those persons to work with the system efficiently. There are some options in Windows operating system which makes handling of computer easy for physically challenged people. Some of its options are like sticky keys, number one. Number two, toggle keys are there. Number three, filter keys are there. Number four, sound sentry is another which is also there. Then comes narrators, then serial keys. So those the names only I told. Now I am discussing the those things one by one. Now first I start with sticky key. Now what is sticky key basically? It is an accessibility option in Windows operating system used for person who faces difficulty in holding multiple keys. When activated, it makes the key pressed without actually holding it until you pressed another key. Examples are Control Alt Del. Now I am coming for more elaborate on the sticky keys. Say when we use multiple keys, suppose we need to select a paragraph or whole document. So we normally use the combination keys like CTRL. Say for example, Control A, CTRL plus A. As we all know, CTRL and A combination keys are used for selecting all lines from the document. Now, suppose you have some problem with your left hand because of the injury and all. Now you cannot press both the keys together. Suppose you cannot press both the keys together. Then what you can do? You can press one key, like say you can press CTRL, then you can release your finger from that control key, then you can press A. So means here you are pressing the keys separately, not combination. You are using the keys separately. So if it helps the person with some problem with the left hand or the problem like they cannot use both the keys together, so those keys can come under the sticky key options. So these options are there. I will show you from where you can enable the sticky key options. Next is toggle key. Toggle, you all know that once you press the thing will be on state, and if you press the same, the thing will go in off state. These are comes under toggle keys. Actually, toggle key is an accessibility option in Windows operating system used for person who faces visual impairments. Now, when activated, it makes a beep sound. Suppose the person cannot see. Now, person can hear. Person can listen what the computer is giving sound in the form of sound. So, when activated, it makes the beep sound when the lock key is pressed. Now, what is lock key? Lock keys are the keys like caps lock, num lock, scroll lock. These are comes under these three keys are lock keys basically. Now, if you press those keys, sound will come up. So this is what the toggle keys. Next comes filter keys. Now, it is an accessibility options in Windows operating system used for person whose hands keep on trembling by ignoring repeated keystrokes. Like sometimes you can use your sometimes you can see that some persons their fingers are trembling when on the keys. Now if it is, then the key on which he or she pressed will repeat on the screen, which is not expected actually. Now when it is activated, if a person presses the same key multiple times, quickly its character is shown only once on the screen. So this comes under the filter keys. The person having those type of problem, they can, for them, filter keys are there. Once the filter key is enabled, and somehow if the person press the key, then those key will not repeat. Next comes Sound Sentry. It is an accessibility option in Windows operating system, again used for person with auditory impairments. It displays alert when an error sound plays. Sound Sentry is designed to help users with auditory impairments. Sound Sentry generates visual warnings such as blinking title bar or flashing border whenever the computer generates a sound. Like say sometimes if we do any wrong in computer generally beeps with a sound. Sometimes it display error message on a small dialog box and along with the sound. The person who has the auditory impairment, the person who cannot uh, hear properly, for them those sounds are not effective. So in place of that, if screen will blink, then some meaning will go to them. They can understand what happens actually, for what reason the blinkings are coming. Next point is narrator. Now what is narrator basically? It is an accessibility option in Windows 7 used for person with visual impairments. It reads the selected text to the user. Visual impairment means the person who cannot see properly. Now on that case, if what he is doing or he or she is doing on the computer on the same time, if he or she can hear their activities, then it will help that person with visual impairment to know what is going on presently on the computer. Next point comes serial keys. Serial keys is an accessibility feature that assists people that have difficulty using a keyboard or a mouse. That means here some persons you may face that some persons are they are not that much convenient to use the keyboard and mouse or both. Means so for them serial keys are there. They have some problem using keyboard, mouse or both. They can use special devices such as SIP, PUF, PUFF, and breadth switches to provide input to the computer through serial ports. Now computer, they can use these three switch, like SIP switch is there, PUF switch is there, breadth switch is there, which can provide the input to the computer through the serial port. Now this is all about the contents of the first session. Now one question may comes to your mind, how we can get access to the accessibility options, the things that I discussed just now, like sticky keys, serial keys, narrator, Sound Sentry, from where we can set those keys so that the disabled person can also use the system properly. You can note down that line. If you are using Windows 7, then it will, of course, it will not be the answer. The person who are using XP, for them I am telling the answers. So the step is, first you have to click on the start, then you can go to the control panel, then you can go to the accessibility options. But in Windows 7 onwards, the options are, first you have to click on start, then control panel, then under control panel you will get access to Easy of Access Center. Easy of Access Center. There you will click. Now
always in this section.
Moment you will click, you can hear a sound what you are right now hearing. This type of sound you can hear. Now on that screen you can see the different settings, like use the computer without a display, make the computer easier to see,
start magnifier,
use the computer without mouse,
start narrator,
without a mouse or keyboard, make the mouse easier to use, make keyboard easier to use text or visual alternative for sounds, make it easier to focus on tasks, like that. Now if you click on make the keyboard easier to use, if you click, you can see the options, like here you will get turn on mouse keys, turn on sticky keys, turn on toggle keys, turn on filter keys. Those everything comes here. All are coming in checkbox form. Then you can select or you can click on apply and then you can click on OK. Now again I am repeating from where you can get access the accessibility options in Windows 7. So first you have to click on the Start, then Control Panel, then under Control Panel window you will see Easy of Access Center. One program is there, Easy of Access Center. There you have to click. Then once you will click, then you can go to make the keyboard easier to use. Under it you will find sticky key, toggle key, filter key, turn on mouse keys and all. I will show you the practical part of this unit. So first we will see how we can get access to the accessibility options. For this I will first click on Start, then I will go to Control Panel, then under Control Panel you can see, as I told earlier also, Easy of Access Center. That part I will click. Then under that part you can see different options like
Start magnifier.
use computer without display,
Start narrator.
make the computer easier to use
Start
computer
on-screen keyboard.
without mouse or keyboard,
Set up high contrast.
then make the mouse easier to use, make the keyboard easier to use text or visual alternatives for sounds, make it easier to focus on task. Now all these points you can go and see what are there inside. Now I'm going to demonstrate you make the keyboard easier to use. If you click here, you can see the first option is turn on mouse keys, second option is turn on sticky keys, then turn on toggle keys, then turn on filter keys, then underlying keyboard shortcuts and access keys. You can use those options to check. Say if I want to turn on the sticky keys, and sticky keys are what's Control Alt Del are the sticky keys. Toggle keys are words, caps lock, num lock, scroll lock, they are the toggle keys. Now if you click on that turn on sticky keys, I click on the turn on sticky keys and then I click on the apply and then I click on OK. Or now I start the notepad and I'm typing something here. Suppose my turn on sticky keys is off right now. I am switching it off, means I am clicking the checkbox again to switch it off and then clicking on apply. Now on notepad, if I press CTRL and then I press A, then what had happened? A get displayed here. You can see here A is there. Now I am turning on the sticky keys, apply, then clicking here. I am placing my cursor on the beginning of that word this and pressing Control, releasing and then pressing A. Then what had happened? I press Control and then I press A separately, then all the lines as I have written there in notepad get selected. Now coming to the turn toggle keys, I clicked on the turn toggle keys. Right now I am not clicking that toggle keys, let it be off like that. Now again I am going to that screen, I am pressing CTRL, I am pressing Shift, caps lock, I am pressing caps lock, I am pressing num lock, I am pressing scroll, no sound is there. Now I switch on the turn toggle keys, apply it, coming to the notepad again, and then I am pressing, first I am pressing caps lock, one sound I suppose you can hear, then I pressed num lock, then I press scroll lock. So sounds are coming automatically. That's because I turn on the toggle keys. Like that, all other keys like filter keys. Now I'm clicking on the filter keys and then clicking on apply and then OK. Now filter keys, what is filter key here? Ignore or slow down brief or repeated keystrokes and adjust the keyboard repeat rates. Like say, if I press A, only one A is displaying. Again, I keep on pressing B, but only one B is coming. If I keep on pressing C, only C is coming. Now, if I switch off this filter keys and if I press A, now see the repetition happens. Now coming to your question answers. Now you can see the first question, that is, what is computer accessibility and technology? The answer is given as under. Second question, what are the different types of impairments? The answer is given as under. Now, next question 3. What are the different options in Windows operating system which makes handling of computer easy for physically challenged people? Here the answer is given. Next, few MCQs are given here that you can see. The first one is the option in Microsoft Windows XP used for helping users with physical disabilities and to reduce repetitive strain is. The answer is sticky keys. Question 2. Sound Sentry is designed to help users with dash impairment. Answer is auditory. 3. The high contrast options in Microsoft Windows XP is designed to assist people with dash impairments. The answer is vision. Dash is designed to assist people that have difficulty using a keyboard or a mouse. The answer is serial keys. So this is all about the first session. Everything I have covered, I suppose. Now afterward also maybe you have lots of questions to ask. You can write it on the comment section. Goodbye.